Good morning. It's Wednesday, September 28th, and welcome to this edition of Up to the Minute. My name is Sade Campbell. I'm HCC's Enrollment Communications Manager here, and I am joined by my co-host today, Parrish Murphy. How are you doing today, Parrish?
Welcome.
We're scheduled again together yet once again.
Again.
Well, let's kick things off with you telling everyone how to find us on. Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said they clearly have no idea what they're doing.
They may have a little snippet. We may make a good team. Let's kick things off with you telling everyone how to find us on social media.
We're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page. We're also on Twitter, LinkedIn. We're also on Instagram, and we're on HCCTV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
All right. Well, today, for those of you who join us every Wednesday, it is Small Business Wednesday. And we are happy to have an HCC Business Plan Competition alum return, Helen Collier, who's the president of PermitUsNow and an HCC Business Plan Competition graduate. Welcome back to the show, Helen.
Hey, thank you so much.
Happy
to be aboard.
We will come back to you and Parrish, but first we're congratulating another recipient of HCC's highly coveted Ewen Family Endowment Chair Award. We welcome to the show Dr. Raymond Brown. Good morning, Dr. Brown.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here.
Hello. Well, you're one of two HCC faculty members to receive the $5,000 inaugural Ewen Family Endowment Chairs Award for teaching and learning. So before we kick things off, accept my congratulations. What an honor.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be a recipient.
Yes, and with that honor, but your day-to-day, you are a program coordinator of artificial intelligence for our digital and IT Center of Excellence in the networking and AI division. So let's kick things off with you telling us a little bit about the AI program, or artificial intelligence for those that don't know the acronym at HCC.
Okay, I'll try to say artificial intelligence most of the time, AI some of the time. Our program first began in August 2020, where we initially enrolled 36 students. We created 11 specific AI courses for the program in topics like machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing, robotics, edge devices. And in the process of our program, our students sponsored their own Houston Artificial Intelligence Conference earlier this year in the spring. And our first graduating class was this summer. Our students are finding internships and jobs with major companies like Tesla and Rice Genomics, Cepheid Pharmaceuticals, McKinsey and Company, IBM, and others. So we've got 100 plus students at this point in the program.
That is an awesome update. I did have the pleasure of interviewing one of the students when they were promoting that conference, and I was just impressed by how much they had, how much responsibility, how much ownership they had taken in really putting that conference on, and I heard it went really well.
It was an enormously successful conference. It made a big splash locally.
Awesome.
Over 200, I think close to 400 attendees.
Wow, that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And when you talked a little bit about the AI program, but I think for many of us, AI seems like this far off concept that we connect with, like technology that we think is way into the future, almost like flying cars. But we are exposed to AI every day, and we just may not be labeling it as such.
Right. Every time you browse the internet, every time you see a commercial, It's AI. And it's expanding now throughout the economy, into healthcare, into oil and gas, aerospace, space, manufacturing, financial services and transportation, biology, communications, education, visualizations and media, pharmaceuticals, engineering. AI is already going into all of those areas. This is,
we're going to have to get AI on up to the minute. It sounds like we need to catch up. But, and as such, going into that, for those who may not know just how many industries it's in, I think there's an opportunity to expose and educate the community at large. And that's connected to what you all are going to be doing with the grant. Can you tell us a little bit more about your plans?
Yes, I'm using the grant funding to provide stipends to 6 students to help them apply the knowledge that they have generated into the community in terms of building AI glossaries that can be made into brochures or booklets, websites, so that students and schools and industry can quickly understand what AI is all about. So we call that a word of mouth AI distribution. It helps to build trust in the community. It's very low tech, but a simple tool that will get heard. And our students are generating those tools, those glossaries.
Awesome. Well, give us a little bit of insight about how you selected the students who will benefit from the grant.
Well, we picked students that demonstrate that students in general in the program can fully succeed, and how to manage key decision points. As there's a great deal about our program, that we can go to the distance with our students and to make certain they reach their destinations. So we think that the students we're choosing are great exemplars of what the program can bring to students.
Yeah, I'm always team invest in just learning experiences outside of the classroom. This sounds like a phenomenal opportunity that I'm sure you'll be shepherding our students through in the program. You shared that this program is one of HCC's more recent programs, but there is something exciting on the horizon with the expansion of the program to a 4-year bachelor's degree program in 2023. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we have that planned, and it should begin in the fall of 2023. It's representative of I think the greatest value in education today, because we're aiming that to any student from any background whatsoever. They should have precisely the same opportunity to become a professional member of the artificial intelligence and robotics workforce. That is an area that represents careers and very good salaries. So that's what we're after with the program. And I think we've got a wonderful, good start at it. We're the first.
Awesome. I work in enrollment, so I will be excited to see those numbers go up and just the response around a community college offering a 4-year bachelor's degree program. I think that's going to be exciting and probably really shocking to a lot of people who wouldn't have expected it, but it's something that's been happening in the higher ed space for a while, and as a result of recent legislative sessions that authorized 2-year institutions to offer 4-year degree programs. So it's exciting to have AI leading the way. Earlier in our conversation, you mentioned that a lot of your students are walking away already with job opportunities. what is the outlook for AI as an industry? What can students look forward to?
The most important aspect of AI and robotics is scale. If to try to put that into perspective, the former industrial revolution took about 8 decades to complete. And bringing AI in is the 4th industrial revolution. That's going to be accomplished in a single decade. It's going to be very fast. It's a speed and a pace that humanity has never seen before. So think about something as important as the Renaissance or the Reformation, but squeezing that into the shortest possible time period. In essence, we think if we're not building everything to reflect being a part of artificial intelligence, we need to change our idea of what we should be doing. It's an all hands on deck, all-inclusive operation for humanity as a whole. In essence, it's not just an ordinary course of study. It's about the future for all of us.
That's quite the vision and exciting. I think we shouldn't wait to hear about, we have all these opportunities in this one field, but we just need people to have the skill sets to fill it. It sounds like HCC is definitely ahead of the ball in making sure students have the opportunities to be prepared for the workforce, as well as the opportunity learning experiences they're going to get with grants such as the Ewen grant. We thank you so much for joining us on the show, Dr. Raymond Brown. He is the program coordinator of artificial intelligence for the Digital and IT Center of Excellence here at HCC. We'll put information about the show, the division, and opportunities to enroll after the show. Thanks so much for joining us, Dr. Brown.
Thank you for having me. I've enjoyed being here. And thank you, Dr. Ewing, for the endowment funding. It's terrific.
All right, I'm going to kick it over to Parrish with our next guest.
All right, and thank you for replacing us all, leading the charge.
I just feel like they're going to log on to Up to the Minute one day, and it's just going to be,
virtual.
Siri running it.
Absolutely, it's going to be virtual Todd. That's what it's going to be.
Oh my gosh, Todd in the metaverse. Can you imagine that?
Absolutely. Man, have the pleasure of interviewing. Her name is Helen Collier. She is president of PermitUsNow, which I think is an awesome name. I know all about permits. And she is an HCC Business Plan Competition alumni. Welcome back to the show, Helen. How are you?
Hey, I'm fantastic. And yourself, Parrish?
Good. Pleasure meeting you. I didn't get an opportunity to meet you, but I did see you on the show. And it's great to have you back. And also, before we even start, congratulations on being the Houston Business Journal Woman Who Means Business Award. You actually won that, and you're also in the top 25 subcontractors of the year. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It means a lot to my team.
Right. Now, clearly you worked hard to get there, but you joined about a year ago, and one of the things we wanted to do was we wanted our viewers to see just basically how you were giving back to the business plan competition. But first, can you remind our audience what PermitUsNow is?
Sure. Thank you for that. So PermitUsNow helps architects, contractors, and project owners to pull their building permits, right? So we take away those headaches, of dealing with the city permitting office, wherever that may be here in Texas, and a lot of folks are familiar with the local one. And so we help them to save time and money, right? So they can start construction in a timely manner. Because the bottom line, Parrish, is that you can have all the pretty plans that you want to, but if you don't have a construction permit or a building permit, you're legally not supposed to be getting started with that construction. Now you can, it's going to cost you more, but you're legally not supposed to get started with that construction within the city. Now, if you're out in the boondocks somewhere, out in the rural counties, hey, go have it, go have fun and do what you do. But if you're within the main proximity of the counties or either the jurisdictions within the municipalities, you need a building permit for about everything that you're going to be doing construction-wise. So that's what we do. We take those headaches away.
Great. I know all about permitting, and it is a pain. That's a wonderful thing that you guys do. Now, I've got to ask you, because this was so devastating to so many businesses, the pandemic. How did you handle the pandemic? Because it decimated, especially small businesses. I mean, it slaughtered a lot of small businesses. What did you do during the pandemic?
And so we have a team that we stay on our toes, right? And so I don't know if you watched tennis or any sports or anything like that, but we stay on our toes and we stay suited up in order to serve our clients, regardless of what's going on in the marketplace. And so for us, in serving our clients, say like an HEB or CVS, they may not have been building new ground up stores, but they were doing renovations, internal remodels. And so regardless of if the market parish is what I call hot, right? It's on fire. There's a lot of construction going on. Or if it's lukewarm, it appears to be not as much construction going on. The bottom line is that our customers still need a permit fast, right? Because a building permit is a critical milestone that allows folks to get started in construction. But what it does is it places you in a position as well in order to get to profitability sooner, right? And so it's all about return on investment. That's the bottom line. It's about those doors being open, grocery carts that are rolling through the store, going through the cash registers, new tenant space being leased out, people buying their food, and so forth. So it's about return on investment. And I submit to you is that, yes, during the pandemic, that a lot of small businesses had the chairs yanked from under them. We didn't care to have a chair because we were already on our toes and playing the game, right? Taking care of our clients. So that's how we roll.
Good. Now, you're also a graduate of HCC Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses, and you also sponsored the Business Plan Competition. Tell us why you still stay on to support the HCC aspiring entrepreneurs.
Sure. I mean, we've, and thanks for mentioning about the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program, very important and key to our business. It was during that particular program where we identified the growth opportunity associated with the building permits, right? Paying in the marketplace. And so the business plan competition allowed us, because we were in that ideal peer-to-peer environment, it allowed us to truly burst and launch PermitUsNow. And so we understand the importance of small businesses in the economy, be it if it's Houston and surrounding areas, Texas, and or either the national economy. We understand the impact. We also know the statistics, right? What the SBA calls those companies who are no longer in existence, right? So we understand that, we see that. It's important for us to give back. We've been there, right? We've twisted our ankles, skinned our knees for the length of time that I've been in business, which is almost 20 years. And so it allows us to give back into the community going through the business plan competition where we were able to garner the success that we have, to today. One other point, for us giving back, key clients of ours are givers into the community. And HEB is a giver into the community. And so it allows us to say, HEB, you're aligned with a partner that has similar values. And as a result of that, that's an ultimate win-win, right? That's a win for our business for a long-time relationship. And it's a win for HEB knowing that they have the right partners engaged, right? That's helping them with their overall vision, which I believe is all right.
Great. Now, what advice do you have for startup businesses to survive the first 2 years?
I'm a believer that you need to have a business plan. Does it need to be 30 pages worth? For some folks, it may need to be 30 pages if they're looking to go to the bank to get a loan, right? Because you need to show those performer projections and all of the details that the bankers are going to, or lenders are going to look. You often hear where the data will say that small businesses went out of business because of lack of capital, right? No access to the capital. And I'm a believer that the truer answer is because you did not have a growth plan in place. It could have been a 1 or 2 page business plan that allows you to execute and navigate and see in advance when you may be running out of cash, right? And then how and what can we do, because we've thought about it in advance, some scenarios, some what ifs, SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of how we can get around those hurdles and play ball. And so small businesses just starting up, you need a growth plan. You need to have thought through some aspects, and of course, embrace resources in the community, such as the business plan competition, such as the Small Business Success Series with HCC, and the plethora of other resources that that HCC offers, I think, which is a benefit for startups and businesses that have been in place for a long time. Good question, Harris. I appreciate that.
Yeah, just in general, entrepreneurs, that's a great advice for entrepreneurs trying to survive the ups and the downs, and just because you can't really budget for everything. You know, you do get curveballs. I'm wondering, where are you headed with PermitUsNow?
Yeah, you may get curveballs, but if you've thought about some fast pitches coming in at over 100 miles per hour, at least you know that rocks are going to be coming your way, and then you're able to, I think, adjust differently, right? And there's data through the pandemic that shows that, and we can talk about that during our next interview. And so where we're going with PermitUsNow, we're very excited about continuing to serve and grow with our existing customer base that we have. Be it if it's continuing to serve United Airlines in capacities, HEB, the CVSs, many large developers in the area, because we work across the state of Texas. We have, I'm very grateful that we have a flag in the ground in the green space. Okay? I know that in your earlier interview, you talked about artificial intelligence. I submit to you that the green space, electrical vehicle charging stations, solar farms. So we have a flag in the ground there where we're already handling permits for electrical charging stations. We've handled and pulled permits for one of the largest solar farms here in Houston. We've been involved with pulling permits in 4 or 5 locations in the state of Texas that have been for the battery storage facilities. And so plugging in there, that's 10, 15 years, 20 years worth of ride, and we're well positioned for that. And I'm excited about that. And I'm sure you've been keeping abreast of the infrastructure bill, as well as the Inflation Reduction Act, which all of that is green components. And so we're a believer that when infrastructure comes through, all boats rise, and our goal is to permit, each component that we can do so as we go through that. So thank you, Parrish, for that question.
Absolutely. And listen, we like having you on. So by all means, anything we can do to help small businesses, by all means, we absolutely want to do it. And it's great. We love talking to you, and you're an integral part of making this thing work. And we really appreciate you. Her name is Helen Collier, president of PermitUsNow and HCC Business Plan Competition alum. We'll have info on her and what she does in our post after the show. And thank you again for participating in Blue Shirt Day, by the way.
Have fun.
Thank you, Helen.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Parrish and Helen. We have some moving on to news, events, and announcements to wrap out the show. I'll kick it off with Fiesta. Student Life celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month. They are commemorating Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th through October 15th with virtual and in-person events. What's coming up next that you can look forward to is Party on the Patio from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. today at HCC's A-Leaf campus on the front patio. There's also a bachata class, one of my favorite Latin dance styles, from 4 to 5 p.m. located at our Northline campus in the kinesiology class. Information, and that'll happen, tomorrow from 4 to 5 p.m. Information will be posted after the show.
Just can't stop you from cutting the rug, can we? The annual compliance training.
It's also, I feel like you gotta have a certain type of rhythm. And I never really got it down. And I guess I can't be led well. They'll like tap you on the back. I'm like, no, tell me to turn. Like bachata is just kind of like a little,
Okay.
Little two-step, you can make that work.
You know, we all have our two-step that works for us as we get older. I want to remind everyone.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, as we get more refined, we all have our two-step.
I still got it. I don't know about you. Speak for yourself.
We have an annual compliance training that's due Friday, employee online training. We want to remind folks that several compliance training assignments are due this Friday, September the 30th. Some of them include FERPA, Title IX for higher education, fire safety and prevention, Texas Education Code 51.252, which is formerly Senate Bill 212. 212, and also protecting the rights of minors on campus.
Yes, I definitely got to get on my training before Friday.
See,
but definitely we'll get it done. We are.
Here's one of my favorites. Here's one of my favorites. One of my favorites, and I want to do this announcement. Yes, I am. I'm jumping. But film acting workshop with Michelle Robinson. It's awesome. It's $99 for an acting course for HCC students and adults for all ages, and it's designed to develop a proficiency in beginning film acting techniques with an emphasis on content, organizational skills, time management skills, and the delivery of scenes, monologues, and assignments. It happens in 4 consecutive classes on 4 consecutive Thursdays, starting at 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., October the 6th through the 27th at the Alief Hayes campus. We will have more information after the post.
Well, now we know where your passions lie, Paige.
Let me tell you something. I seen Woman King, so, hey, look, I'm ready.
You are inspired. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, moving on, we have Transcending Borders, which is a faculty exhibition. It features the works of Sandra De La Rosa, and is being featured in our faculty art exhibition at Southeast Campus through November 4th. So stop by the art gallery at our Southeast Campus, and information will be posted after the show.
All right, small food trucks are back. The Community Health Market Trailer, the Houston Food Bank truck, is at HCC campuses with distribution for HCC students, faculty, and staff. You can sign up for available time slots. Just pick the campus, date, and time to pick up food for the registration form online, from the registration form online. Pickup times are 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. through October the 27th on multiple campuses. We'll have more information in our post after the show.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to make room in your budget by getting free groceries. Definitely encourage people to take advantage of their resource. We're going to wrap it out how we always wrap it out, with a call to action that it is always a good time to enroll here at HCC. Although Second Start has recently begun with 12-week sessions, we also have later starts for 4 and 8-week courses offering online and in-person classes. As always, for information about how to register and connect with support to register, go to hccs.edu/apply. Looking ahead, coming up next on Up to the Minute, we will have our Thursday Family Fun Day, and we'll have a conversation with the Houston Zoo, And later this week, we'll have another treat with artificial intelligence in store for us. We'll talk to 3 HCC students who were grand prize winners of Intel's annual AI Global Impact Festival for the next generation. We thank you for joining us on this edition of To the Minute, and we will see you next time.
And hopefully we won't.
Enfoca tu futuro con HCC. Inscríbete hoy para las clases de primavera.